Yeah, I'm walking down Northwest Highway now towards Park Ridge. Here's my Glenn Strange Frankenstein Monster Bash, the big Frankenstein Monster Bash. Come to the Monster Bash July 19th to 21st. I'm going to be there. July 19th, 21st in Mars, Pennsylvania at the Four Points Hotel. Tell them David the Rock Nelson sent you. I'll be live on stage. I'm going to introduce a monster movie, and I'm going to get up there and take my shirt off and flex my muscles for the crowd. And shake a little box like I do every year. Then those guys, three big guys, that carry me off stage. Mr. Lobo did it last time, and Big Dan the Man Weber does it every year. Yeah, and Bob Pellegrino and those guys, and Rondo Adams, they all carry me off stage. And I'm still talking, grabbing the mic, saying, "Give me that mic, I'm not done talking yet. I am not done talking." Saying, okay. But I'm going to say something, I almost got, I was just about ready to cross the street. And out of nowhere, some car goes zooming through the intersection, right at the yellow, right before it turned red. It's still yellow. It goes right through. Out of nowhere. Like a bat out of hell, And, I'm just saying, where do these people come from? Out of nowhere. A lot of times this happens. I'm crossing the street, and all of a sudden somebody will show up. Like that intersection, dangerous. The same. At night, it's small intersection is 1 block, away from Summit. Summit's away from Meacham, actually. Meacham's up there. But, at night, when there's hardly anybody there at night, it's dark, hardly any cars are driving, I'll be crossing the street, and out of nowhere, some car will suddenly show up out of nowhere and turn left right in front of me. And I was running across the street. And I was halfway across the street, and some car turns left right in front of me, goes, and almost hits me. I was like a foot away, maybe 2 feet away from the guy when he went and drove right in front of me. I'm like, whoa! Couldn't he wait? Out of nowhere. Where do these people come from? Can't he see that I'm a pedestrian? I'm crossing the street. I'm running. Is he in such a hurry that he has to pull right in front of me? He's turning left. And I'm going across. I got the light. I got the green. And he goes, and he turns left right in front of me. On this side, I wanted to swear. I was mad, man. I felt like I wanted to punch him. I was so mad. I'm like, how dare he do that? But anyway, you know what I mean? Where do these people come from last minute? Can't they see it? There's a pedestrian there. You wait. You wait for the next light. Pedestrians have the right of way when they're in the crosswalk, brother. Amen. But anyway, I'm going to say something. I was on the bus the other day, and this guy says to me, "Hey, Rocky," or the guy. I'm still looking for beginning of the end. The movie with Peter Graves, the giant locust, filmed by Mr. Big out here in Chicago. We use a bunch of locusts, like grasshoppers. Anyway, filmed in 1957 by Mr. Big, Bird-Eye Gordon. I met him a bunch of times. Nice guy. Sadly, his daughter died, Susan Gordon, who's in his movies. She died like about a year and a half. May she rest in peace. She's been in some episodes of Twilight Zone. You know that episode where the little girl, that guy wants to be with his friend all the time, and she wants to always have her friend? So he makes himself look like her, so the authorities can't figure out which is the real her, which is the real... Well, Susan Gordon, she plays a different name in the episode of Twilight Zone. And this guy can make him look like whatever he wants. He can turn himself into a monster. Like early, he played like a sea monster, and he was hiding in the bushes. And that's really cool. It kind of looked like the she creature, kind of. Anyway, but Bird-Eye Gordon did this movie called Beginning of the End, filmed in Chicago. And Peter Graves says in the preview, says, "We're about to experience the most drastic event in mankind. The beginning of the end," or something like that. And a giant locust. Peter Graves battling the giant locust. Even though they're miniature and they make them gigantic, they have them closer to the screen, like double exposures and stuff like that. Anyway, but I want to say something. Great movie, but this bus driver first asked me about that like 10 years ago. This is like 2002, 11 years ago maybe. 2004, hey, it's a good movie? Beginning of the End. I want to see it. I told him, get it from Creepy Classics. Says,
this isn't a dubbed copy, is it? You know, this isn't like copied off a VCR. He's like, oh no, it's a legitimate copy. Because, you know, I don't want it like a pirated tape. I want a legitimate copy. I said, yeah, these guys don't make copies. They buy them from the people that make them, the distributors, and they sell it. You know, they're licensed distributors. And he's all concerned about having a dubbed copy. And I said, no, these are actual, legitimate, factory-sealed copies on DVD made by those that have the rights to them. So anyway, I told him that a long time ago. I had to convince him. Like he didn't believe me or something. Like, cause I want to make sure it's a real good copy, you know, whatever. Well, I meet him like a few months later. Maybe 6 months later, 4 months later, and the same thing. Yeah, beginning in, how can I get a copy? I said, you gotta go to Creepy Classics. I'll give you the website, creepyclassics.com, Monster Bash. I'm a guest there every year. Mondo, Ron Adams. Tell him I sent you. Tell him David Rock Nelson sent you. I said, I don't make any money off that. I'm just a friend of his. I just want him to know that I'm promoting his website, promoting his Monster Bash, you know, that I'm helping him out. Here I'm in Park Ridge, you see. Yeah, anyway, it's downtown. I'm right here by Trader Joe's. About to go. And there used to be a car dealership right here, and I videotaped it when they were tearing it down. And I'm going to use it in the Fishman. Or no, I think I'm using it in Horny Toad Man. I might use it in the Fishman. Yeah, or Gator Man. Gator Gal. I'm using that. It's like my laboratory gets torn. You know, it's like the ruins. That's like my hideout. You know, it looks like you know, like a bomb hit it, you know, and that's supposed to be my hideout in Gator, one of them. Most of the time, it's a factory downtown where Chicago All-Star Wrestling had an event right there. They had an old factory with broken windows, and I used that for the outward scenes, you know. I just filmed the outside of the building. They had broken windows, look scary. But the interior scenes are filmed in my basement. I have like a fake laboratory down there. I had the test tubes and stuff, vials I got from surplus down there on North Milwaukee Avenue, Chicago, the north side. Anyway, northwest side of Chicago. Anyway, not too far from here. Anyway, over there near Foster, Milwaukee. Anyway, back to what I was saying. That's where I used to have Lockwood Castle there in the corner, Lockwood Castle Restaurant. We used to go there a lot. Anyway, so I want to say my mom used to take me there back like in the 70s, 60s. Lockwood Castle, nice place, but they got rid of it. It became something else, and now it doesn't exist anymore. But I want to say something. Anyway, back to what I was saying about this guy and the bus driver. And I meet him again like a few months later. Same thing. Hey, I still want to get the beginning of the end. It's a good movie. I go, hey, it's on movie. Oh, I missed it. You gotta let me know when it's on again. Next time it's on, let me know. You know, like a week or two before it's on. I'm like, I don't know if I can do that because I only run into you like once every couple months. He said, next time it's on, I might not be able to tell you, you know. No way to contact this guy, but he wants me to tell him like a week or two before Svengoolie show's beginning of the end. He wants me to tell him. Yeah, like I'm really gonna wait for a bus coming by that he's driving. I just get on the bus that I need to catch. I don't check to see if he's driving it or not. If I need a ride, I catch the bus. I'm not gonna go out there at the exact time that he'll be there because I might want to get home early that day. You know, besides he doesn't always ride the same route. I don't know what time he's driving the bus, so how am I supposed to tell him? I have no email. He doesn't give me any way to contact him. But he once says, oh, next time you're on the bus, you know, let me know like a week before it's on. I said, hey. And so I run into him again like about maybe 2 months ago. Talk to him. He keeps talking about beginning of the end. I want to see that movie. I want to get that because I saw that when I was younger. Well, I just met him again the other day. And he says, I still want to get beginning of the end. I haven't gotten it yet. I don't know how to use the internet good. Whatever. My wife is good with that. I said, hey, all you got to do, he says, I said, go to creepyclassics.com and you can order a copy of the movie. A good DVD copy from the people that make it, the people that have the rights to it. You can see it anytime you want. It's only like 10, 15 bucks. This guy makes good money on the bus, and he's so stinking cheap, he can't even buy a copy of a movie that he wants. But then he said, hey, next time it's on Svengoolie, can you tape it for me and make me a copy? I'm like, I said, I can't do that. I can't and I won't. I said, that's illegal. I'd get in trouble. There's people that tried doing that stuff and got in trouble with the law. The cops arrested them. You know, a guy that I know did it. So I said, hey, I won't and I can't and I won't. I said, you can beg me all you want. I ain't going to do it. Well, he finally gave me his number. Do you know what I did? I called him up and I told him, I said, hey, you know, you make all that good money on the bus and you can't even dish out like 10, 15 bucks to buy a DVD. I said, don't be so stinking cheap.
It's like you could use a DVD, huh?
Yeah, I'm telling this guy he's really cheap. And so I'm like, you know, if he's that cheap, you know, does he even buy dinner for his wife? You know, I mean, come on. If he makes all that good money, he can afford to go out and treat his wife to a nice dinner, treat her to a movie, go buy a DVD that he wants, you know, and he makes all that stinking money on the bus and he wants me to make him a free copy? How stinking cheap can he be? Besides, I can get in trouble for that. I said, I won't do that. I can't. I said, I called him up. Said, if you want it, you got to order it from Creepy Classics. Talk to Rondo. He'll send you a good copy. Ron Adams, Monster Bash. I said, don't be so stinking cheap. Come on. Okay, I'll see you.